Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another live stream edition of the World Elite Podcast. My name is Dylan Abear, and I hope everyone had a great week. I know this is not our normal day to be streaming, but it did give us a little bit more chance to get a few more topics in there. I know I probably would have forgot something on Monday. Had a bit of a storm on Monday. It knocked my internet out, so unfortunately we weren't able to stream. And today was our best day. But of course, I am being joined by the other two members of the World Elite Trio. First is Jordan Johnson. Jordan, what is up, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing good. It was a good week. I was off today. I was able to have more preparation for this show and whatnot. But yeah, today was good, and I'm doing good. Blaine, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's Friday. It's the weekend, so I'm happy about it.
That's awesome, man. How was the scrimmage yesterday?
Oh, it was good, man. It was we've seen a lot of stuff to build off on going into Jamboree next week, but we should definitely be tough going into the season in 2 weeks.
That's awesome, man. We had our scrimmage. I think it was probably yesterday. I'm not too sure. I know the Jamboree's coming up for Mamu as well. I think they're hosting Ville Platte or something in their Jamboree.
They played North Vermilion yesterday.
Yeah. I'm not too sure how that wins. There's really nobody I know that even keeps up with it. So, I mean, I usually try to make a game a year and kind of see how they are and everything. I'm usually leaving by halftime because it's never that good. So, yeah, but yeah, we got a fun show for everybody today. We do have a lot more to talk about than we would have on Monday. Like I said, there probably would have been something I would have forgot. So luckily, I had the week to come in here and really get things going. So. We're not going to waste anyone's time. We're going to start with the most recent event that just happened, and that was Triplemania. That was on WWE's YouTube channel this past weekend. And I went into this really not knowing who a lot of these people were. It was more from that Royal Rumble type match that I don't know if a lot of people even use their actual entrance and music. I think it was like more of a copyright thing for some of these people. So La Parka, his music was odd. I mean, this was an odd music coming in, and it didn't even have like a wrestling feel or anything like that. So, I mean, regardless, I thought it was good. I mean, I thought it was a good show. The card itself, Omos won the Copa Bardal Cup, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He last eliminated La Parka in the match. I believe this is the third La Parka that we get. There's number 3 next to his name. So I don't know if it was the most famous version of La Parka that passed away a few years ago, but they do have another version now. Omos won the match, but I believe the star, and I'll get on with the rest of the card in a second, but I believe the star of the match, and Blaine, you said you did watch highlights from it. I believe the star of this battle royal was Microman. I think we can all agree on that one right there. That Microman absolutely won the hearts of the entire internet and the IWC because, man, that was fun. I mean, that was really fun to watch because his music hits and I don't know who this is, and then I see the crowd losing their minds and I don't know who it is, but the moment he comes out, I'm like, oh my God. I said, look at that. I said, that's so cool. And he's going in there and he's doing good. I mean, he's really doing good. And then Omos comes out and then just ruins the party right there. But Microman went up to him, he tapped him a few times to finally get his attention. Omos didn't see who was behind him and then gave him the hellacious big boot. I mean, it was more of like a 30% big boots because if you would have gave it everything, it wouldn't have been too pretty. But yeah, but Omos won.
Small boot.
Pretty much small boot. Yeah. But no, it was a fun match. Then they had, let's see, Dr. Wagner Jr. Won the AAA Latin American Championship. The Judgment Day beat Mr. Iguana. Okay, and I will do my best to pronounce these names. I did not go into this. It was the guy with the hamburgers that was in there as well, and then Lola Vice in a mixed trios match. Pagano and Psycho Clown won the AAA World Tag Team Champions by beating Los Garza. Okay, here's another one. Is it Flamer or Flammer? I don't know if that's her name either. She she retained the AAA Reina de Reinas championship by beating Natalia. And oh my god, dude, they are killing me with these names.
And burgers.
Okay, but even with that, I want to stop with that match real quick because I want to know what is creative doing with Natalia. She's on Monday Night Raw and she's like the replica of Bret Hart and whatnot, keeping the Hart Foundation alive. But she's going to Bloodsport and GCW. She's at the AAA show, and she has this new gimmick that I feel like creative is so scared to let her use.
I love that. I love that Bloodsport gimmick she ran. I think they need to let her run with it in WWE. Give her one final good run because her end is retiring soon. So let her end it like that. It would be great for her career.
Yeah. What's going on, Kayla? She said, "Come on, Dylan. If you butcher this, it says okay. If you butcher these names, do your best. Took me forever to get Kanoshi to cash." Yeah. I looked at this card. And I knew I had to read the card. And I knew I was fucked. I knew I was screwed at this card. I had to practice so much for Forbidden Door that we're going to be doing soon enough with the New Japan partnership. So I knew I had to do my best with this one. But yeah, I absolutely love the Bloodsport gimmick that she debuted over there, and she even brought it to AAA. So it makes me wonder, what are they doing on the main roster? And it kind of made me wonder, maybe they made her do it because they don't want to put her over Becky Lynch. I knew she was getting her match with Becky, and when you maybe want to think, if she's going to have this match as this gimmick, you don't want her to lose it the moment she debuts it on Raw, because they'll get criticized. They're going to get criticized regardless. And I don't know. I feel like they should have let her do it. If they're going to let her do it at AAA, that is owned by WWE, let her do it on Monday Night Raw. So I thought it was pretty pathetic, to not let her do it. But I kind of feel like I understand, because they didn't want to do it and just have her lose automatically. But yeah, I mean, Jordan, what's all about the gimmick, and what do you think about them not letting her use it on the main roster?
Yeah, I think it's a great gimmick, and yeah, I think they should let her use it on the main roster, because she's using it everywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I feel like they'll need to let her use it soon. I mean, because you can't just let it be exclusive to GCW, or if they're doing shows with AAA. I'm pretty sure whenever they do Worlds Collide, soon enough, if Natalia's on the card, she's going to bring this gimmick right back. So you got to let her do it. Because honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Natalia, and it's all because of the gimmick, because it's too cringy of a gimmick. So I feel like you got to let her do it. I don't know. But let's hop into the comments before we do it. I feel like we're getting a lot, and it's overwhelming me right now. I feel like we need to get into a few of these. First of all, we had Kayla who hopped in. You got to check out the Circle of Debate SmackDown watch along that will be happening right after the show. Check them out. My sister is tuning in. Justin, what's going on, man? We're really excited to have you on Monday. We got our big prediction show for Clash in Paris. We do have Justin hopping on, and we potentially have this man as well hopping on. Dom, what is going on, man? We are very, very excited to have y'all both on. Potentially, hopefully, you can hop on as well. Dom said they need to let her bring it back during Raw Dog, and if you saw it, no, I did not see. I must have hopped off for a second, but yeah, they need to let her bring it back for sure. Bakley as well said that they need to do it in WWE. Justin says, honestly, if they're not going to have Natty win matches on TV, it's best to let her keep the Bloodsport gimmick off of TV. I think that's the only main reason why they might be protecting the gimmick, is because they just don't want her to lose on the main roster, where you're seeing more eyes watching. Because yeah, you can say, oh, because of AAA, they had a lot of viewership on YouTube and whatnot, but nothing compares to those Netflix numbers. Nothing compares to the main roster numbers for what you're seeing in WWE. So if you don't want her to lose, and I would say, yeah, protect it. But if you want her to go a different direction and actually start winning matches, and maybe even have a title reign at some point, then yeah, I would say let her have that gimmick and let her roll with it. For one, don't let her have the gimmick if you're not going to let it shine on the main roster. So I think that was, I don't know. It would, for one, I think she should have kept a regular gimmick on AAA if you weren't going to have her win that title. He said, wow, OGK and I finally agreed on something. Note the date and time. Yeah. So, and then getting to our main events, Vikingo defeated Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and El Grande Americano to retain the AAA Mega Championship. Now, I got a question for both of y'all on this one, even though we know we're getting the match at Worlds Collide. I'll start with Blaine first on this one. Did they miss the mark with not having Dominic Mysterio win this match? I know his rivalry with AJ seems like it's getting back to where it was. AJ interfered and cost him the match. But do you think with the viewership they had for this match, they released the numbers after, they had great attendance, should they have put the title on him to capitalize on that big pop that we've been talking about for weeks?
I would initially agree with you on that one. I think I called it on the last stream. I thought he was going to win the Fatal 4 this past weekend. But I think I see what they're doing. They're trying to get more eyes on it, so where they brought AJ in to interfere, and now they're gonna they're gonna probably fight again in Paris. AJ probably get the belt there, and then Dom getting the strap at Worlds Collide. I think that's the route they're gonna go. But I think I would initially agree with you what you said at first.
Hey, what's up, Tim? Thanks for tuning in, man. Jordan, what about you, man? Like, do you think they missed the mark? I mean, do you think that now it kind of looks like a consolation prize for him winning it now because they completely missed the opportunity to do it at a Triplemania?
Yeah, I think he should have won it at this past weekend, but yeah, with AJ, I think they're gonna have a match in Paris too.
Yeah, Kayla says, I thought Dom was going to win because Finn kept throwing hints that he is feeling jealous of Dom. I thought so too, and I thought at first that the person who attacked him, I thought it was Finn. I said, that's Finn Balor. But in a moment I saw the kind of like build he had, I said, okay, I said, Finn's not that big. I said, it has to be like, it's someone like AJ or Ray.
Well, what's the biggest event for AAA? Triplemania or Worlds Collide now?
Or Worlds Collide was a thing before before AAA got in there, because they were doing like with NXT and stuff like that. They were doing other things, but when Triplemania and them first got their partnership, they did a Worlds Collide.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they did that one already, and that's whenever people fell in love with with Mr. Iguana and whatnot. So that's the first time. Yeah.
What about the Puppet Demon?
Oh man. Yeah, that was good. But it also brought out the horrible side of my favorite place, the IWC. Because it's when Harley Cameron did it in AEW from Mercedes, people were trashing it on the internet. But Finn Balor does it. They put it on WWE Shop for $100. People love it. And he has $100 on WWE Shop for that puppet, which I think is ridiculous for a puppet.
Yeah, it is. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the sad part is people buy it. And I've already seen people who bought it. And so that goes to show you that they can put anything on the internet and people will buy it, which is nuts. Yeah, Demonito, that was the name of it. Yeah, that's just nuts. I think it's nuts, but yeah, but I think they did miss the mark on it by not putting the title on Dominic Mysterio. I think they should have did it. I know they should have capitalized on the pop that he got at their last show. And they completely missed it. Honestly, Vikingo was my third choice to win this match, because I said if it wasn't Dom, it was going to be El Grande Americano that wins this match. Because, I mean, anyone in the internet world, it doesn't matter. You can agree on this, you can agree on that, disagree, whatever. I think anyone agrees that Ludwig Kaiser is the better version of El Grande Americano than Chad Gable was. Because I feel like the way they put out Chad Gable was almost like to disrespect the luchadors and go over there and kind of learn this, learn that. But it was more like a disrespect. It was more to make fun of it than anything. But Ludwig Kaiser goes over there and they embrace him, and he was singing in Spanish the whole time he's walking to the ring. So I feel like they completely changed the viewer of this character when Ludwig Kaiser took it over. So he was my second choice to win this match. So I would have been good with him winning it over Dom if that would have happened. So I mean, this is something I'm, because even though we're getting a match at Worlds Collide, they announced it already. I feel like if If Dom wins it now, it's more of a consolation than anything. They should have capitalized.
I don't normally disagree with you, but I disagree right here. I think it'd probably be bigger for him to win it at Worlds Collide, in my opinion.
Now, where is Worlds Collide taking place at? Is it in Mexico again, or is it in the States this time? I'm going to have to look.
I'm not sure.
Let's see. Worlds Collide. I want to see if it's actually in Mexico. No, that's just a whole different one. Let's see if they actually give me a different. Okay, yeah, this one right here. No, it's in Vegas.
Yeah, but I still think he's going to get a big pop over there.
Yeah, just like Dom said, pretty sure it's in the States. Yeah, it's in Vegas. Of course, they got to have everything in Vegas. So, and she's saying California is, well, I don't know. But yeah, regardless, it's in the States.
Yeah.
And as much as I don't want to say it's a constellation, and honestly, you can look at it either way. You can say it is, it isn't. I just don't think that the pop is going to be as big like it would have been at Triplemania. I think he should have won it. And I don't know, I feel like they just missed the mark on it. But I think he'll get his moment at Triplemania. He'll win the Mega Championship from Vikingo. And yeah, I mean, regardless, it'll still be good. I mean, it'll still be good for his character to actually have a world championship under his belt. And yeah, Justin says still not. He says just he's not a fan of the El Grande gimmick. Mostly everyone knows who it is, so there's really no outcome of the story that would shock anyone. I really don't think it's. I don't really think it's about who it is. I mean, for one, we all know it's Ludwig Kaiser under there, but when Gable debuted, we knew it was Gable. So I don't really think it's to really make people guess who it is. Now I know a lot of people are guessing who the other two guys are, and they even showed up at Triplemania, even though I feel like it's Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Yeah. So I mean, I sort of feel like they're more of like who is that more than who El Grande Americano is. So I don't know. That's why they added those two guys in there. They're not really there to wrestle. They're mainly there just to interfere in matches and whatnot. So I feel like more people are guessing who they are than who's guessing who El Grande Americano is, because everyone knows who it is.
What if they have a El Grande free for all when Chad Gable comes back?
Oh man, it's like like the loser has to unmask or something like that. Dom said they should do like the Americanos by size, name them Tall Grande and Venti Americano. That's great. But overall, I thought the show was good. I was introduced to a lot from AAA. A lot of people I did not know who they were. I was introduced to a lot. I was very, very happy I was introduced to someone like Micro Man. I really hoped that they would bring him to the main roster. They already let Psycho Clown and Mr. Iguana get time on the main roster. This guy captured the hearts of millions. Put his ass on the main roster and let him do something. Shit, let him team up with Omos. They already had the interaction backstage. If you've seen the YouTube short or the Facebook reel of he's on his shoulders like a fucking parrot, and he's right there. Shit, let him do something on the main roster, bro. I mean, they gotta do something different.
Let him feud.
Yeah, really, that's the only person he can really feud with anyway. So, hey, man, shit, they should let me write for WWE. I mean, goddamn, dude. I would do a lot better than these Monday Night Raw riders that are in the same way every single week, with the Vision standing tall every fucking week, or Roman Reigns standing tall, or something. It's every fucking week, dude. I mean, goddamn, do something differently. But overall, I thought the show was good. Out of 10, what would you give it, Blaine? For what you've seen of the highlights.
From what I've seen, I'd give it a 6.
All right, Jordan.
I'll go with 6 too.
I'll go one step up. I'll go a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a good show. I'm looking forward to seeing if they do more of these AAA shows on YouTube and whatnot. I wouldn't necessarily pay for one if it would just start doing that. I know PLEs are going to be starting up on ESPN pretty soon. We'll be talking about that in a little bit, but I think AAA, you should keep it on YouTube because you want to introduce it more to the American audience. And I thought they did very well. I know the numbers were pretty good for the viewership. And I know if you bring up viewership numbers to a certain promotion's fan base, they start losing their minds, and you should know who I'm talking about by now when it comes to viewership. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good show. So we'll move on to our next topic, and that is the speculation was pretty true. And Naomi announced that she is pregnant, that Big Jim did not proceed with caution, and they are expecting their first together. Jimmy Uso does have a couple of kids, I know already, and they embraced her, she embraced them, and they're finally having one of their own. We did talk about it on our show when she was pulled from their match on Monday Night Raw. That started the speculation right there, and we talked about it. It was pure rumors, but now it's confirmed. So before anyone gives their thoughts, including myself, I will say congratulations to the both of them. That is awesome, and I hope everything goes smooth for her in the pregnancy in the 9 months. Blaine, what you got to say about this, man? I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but now it's confirmed. So what you got to say?
Yeah, we all kind of feared this would happen. What was even more shocking is she wrestled at SummerSlam only a few weeks pregnant.
Yeah,
she was like 7 or 8 weeks Monday, but so that means like she wrestled pregnant at SummerSlam.
Jesus Christ, Dom.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Dom says breaking news: Big Jim likes to raw talk too. Seriously, congrats to him.
Gotta be an Eagles fan.
Yeah. All right, Jordan, what you got to say, man?
I want to say congratulations to both of them, and can't wait to see.
Yeah, and she put the entire locker room on notice that whenever she comes back, she is aiming for whoever has that women's world championship. And yeah, I do think it's crazy. She wrestled at SummerSlam, and they're sharing the clip on the internet that the Io Sky was like walking, dead across their stomach, like during the match. So that's what everyone's sharing the clip of on the internet, and I think that's nuts. But
I wonder if she knew at that time she was pregnant. She couldn't have. I don't know. That's crazy.
I mean, if she knew of, I thought she would have just got out of that match right away. I mean, like she was pulled from Monday Night Raw. So yeah, I think it was too early maybe to even have that happen. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a quick little topic. I knew we didn't have much to say about it, but yeah, I do think that she when she comes back, she does get that big pop, and she is putting the entire locker room on notice that she is coming back for that title. And I do hope she gets that title back, because I feel like she probably had the best year of her career this year with the heel turn. She got her ass whipped by Jade Cargill at Elimination Chamber. She turned heel. She won Money in the Bank. She cashed in at Evolution, and she's having one of the best years of her career. And unfortunately, she is going to miss the rest of the year and some into next year. So, I mean, for one, you could say it sucks all you want, but I mean, this is a blessing, and I'm pretty sure that she would take this over anything. So, and also, I love how she kept the gimmick alive when Adam Pearce congratulated her. Like she stayed in the heel gimmick, and she told him to get the hell out the ring with his church shoes and all that. That was too good. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, I know it's awesome. And also when Becky Lynch went on Twitter and she said how irresponsible to get pregnant as a champion, knowing damn well she did the same thing when she gave up her champion to Asuka.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, congrats to both of them. Moving on to our next topic, and that is that WWE is announcing that they are bringing back the WrestlePalooza. I don't care for the name too much, but PLE, and it will be the first PLE on the ESPN partnership. I thought, and we all thought, WrestleMania was going to be the first one for the ESPN partnership, and they are moving it all the way up to September 20th on ESPN. They already broke out the new app and whatnot. If you go update it, it looks a lot different. I mean, it looks kind of different. It doesn't look too much different, the app and whatnot, but it will be in Indianapolis. They do have their sort of partnership with Indianapolis doing certain PLEs over there. And it will also, and I could be wrong, I don't know if I am, but I may be, that this will be the first time that a main roster show goes head-to-head with AEW. I know they're doing it on Sunday with Heatwave, and they did it for All In when they had Great American Bash. I don't know if they ever had a main roster show go head to head with AEW.
Wait, I think it.
Did he have a main roster show already that went head to head with them? I know they had the NXT shows, and even doing one this weekend, but I don't know if they did one main roster wise. I could be wrong.
I think when they had All In early in the afternoon because of WWE.
Yeah, because Saturday night's main event was later on, but that was a TV special as well.
I got you.
Yeah. And then, Dom says front row seats that are almost $6K. WWE's going to price themselves right out of the market at some point. It's all TKO. This is a TKO call that are making these ticket prices just ridiculous. So, I mean, if you want to blame anybody, don't blame like fucking Triple H like people do on the internet for everything. It's not a Triple H thing. This is a TKO thing. They own it. So they're going to make the prices like crazy. They're doing the same thing with UFC when Dustin Poirier had his last fight at the Smoothie King Center, the tickets were outrageous.
Yep.
So there's no way I was going to it. For one, I would have drove the 3 hours to go watch Dustin's last fight, even though he lost. I would have went, but those ticket prices were unbelievable. So, I do believe that this is their first main roster PLE. I know they had the TV special that All In kind of leaked into for it. But other than NXT shows, this is their first time they are doing a main roster show at the same time. It looks like it's gonna be at 6 o'clock. I don't know if All In's gonna be at the same time. If the main show doesn't start, then 0 hour is gonna be on. So they will be on at the same time. They will be on regardless because Tony Khan books every show like a WrestleMania, and it starts at 6 o'clock and doesn't last till almost fucking midnight. So yeah. But Jordan, I'll start with you, man. What was the reaction of this? I mean, this kind of leaked out that WrestlePalooza was coming, but I didn't know it was going to be the first one on ESPN, and that Clash in Paris is going to be our last on Peacock.
Yeah, at first I thought it was gonna be WrestleMania, like you said, and the name is, I don't know, like you said,
it's not good. It's
not.
It's really not good. I don't like it. It sounds like the fucking circus.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like a circus.
Like a comedy hour.
It's just not good. And the moment I saw the rumors about it, I said, okay, it's just a rumor right now. But then I was at work. I got on my phone and I saw, I'm like, oh my God, they actually did it. And then I saw the date. I said, it's the same day as All Out. He said, WrestlePalooza starts an hour. Oh, okay. Yeah, then All Out. Yeah. Yeah, it starts at 6. I'm assuming All Out's going to start at 7. WrestlePalooza, Indianapolis. I think All Out's in Toronto because they put Edge on the promotional poster. And yes, I'm still calling him Edge. I'm not going by Cope, that dumb fucking name he has. So I think that's in Toronto. But now I know this weekend, I know Heatwave is in Massachusetts and Forbidden Doors at the O2 in London. So Forbidden Doors starting at noon Central. And I think NXT is at like 6 o'clock or something like that. So they won't be going really head to head if you think about it. I mean, unless Tony Khan pulls a rabbit out of his ass and say, yeah, I'm going 6 hours just so I can put it to NXT for doing that. And please don't do that because I don't want to watch AEW for 6 hours. So, but I wouldn't put it past him to do it.
Yeah.
Blaine, what was your take on the announcement, man, of the WrestlePalooza? Do you like the name and going head to head with AEW?
Excuse my French, but that name fucking sucks. It sucks.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it is. Like I said earlier, it sounds like a damn comedy hour. It's like I don't know. It's just too many PLEs popping up. Just keep me same 10, 11 shows you got and just roll with that. Don't need to keep adding shows like this bullshit here.
Yeah, there's no need to have these random PLEs keep coming up. Like, for one, I see the PLE schedule at the beginning of the year, and then you're randomly gonna throw a million Saturday night's main event in there. That shit's not needed. I understand they're doing one for John Cena's last match, which should be at a PLE, I should add. Should not be on a random Saturday night's main event. That's going to be on Peacock now. I think they're taking it away from NBC and they're putting it on Peacock, which is owned by NBC, by the way.
The same shit.
It used to be on TV on NBC, and it could also be on Peacock, but now they're putting it strictly on Peacock. It's not going to add a PLE field just because you're adding it on Peacock. It's the same shit. It's a TV special. It's not a PLE. I think Cena, of all people, deserves something a little bit better. I understand you put Goldberg's last match on Saturday Night's Main Event. I don't think someone as caliber as fucking John Cena should not be on a TV special for his last match. Yeah. It should not be on a TV special. So I'm kind of 50-50 with the name. I'm kind of 50-50 going head-to-head with All Out because I feel like All In and All Out are like their two biggest shows. And I just know that Tony Khan is going to put together a really good card. I'm not going to say it's going to deliver, but he's going to put together something good. Because for one, the IWC can go ahead and say, oh, it's not competition. AEW hasn't been around long enough. This is fucking competition, man. This has been a competition when guys from WWE would leave and go to AEW. That's when it became competition.
Since you just brought that up, did you hear the rumors of Chris Jericho going back to WWE?
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up right after, but I don't have a thing made for it, but I was just going to bring it up randomly in a topic. Yeah.
I think that's cool. Give him one last run, let him ride off in the sunset.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying
that might be Cena's last match.
I mean, it could very well could be, and I would not be mad at it either.
Me neither.
Because I mean, they're saying, oh well, what's he coming back for? He's old as hell. Shit, look at the roster for AEW. They had like shit, had 100-year-old Sting jumping off of stuff in the crowd on people, nearly dying. But they want to criticize Jericho's age. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Jericho want to go to the Hall of Fame, so the only way he go to the Hall of Fame is to go back to WWE.
And that's what a lot of them are going to do if they want to be in the Hall of Fame. They're going to make amends with their burned bridges they have with WWE, and they want to go into the Hall of Fame. Sure, one day there's going to be an AEW Hall of Fame where you're going to put in guys like Kenny, like Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks and whatnot. Chris Jericho, because I mean Chris Jericho, first AEW World Champion.
Yeah.
Held a Ring of Honor World title. I mean, he's done his time at AEW, but I mean, there's nothing like the WWE Hall of Fame.
You're right.
And yeah, I mean, so I would like to see Jericho back for one more time. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be nice to see him come back one more time. I mean, Jordan, what you got to say about that with Jericho potentially coming back, being the next former AEW guy to come over to WWE.
Yeah, I would like him to come back and have one last run in WWE, and then probably the Hall of Fame.
For one, I'm not asking him to come back and go for a world title or nothing. I would like to see him come back just for a final run. I mean, this guy is nearing the end of his career. His body's not in the greatest shape of all time. But yeah, I feel like he can work some dates with the company and go out on his own terms with the company that is really famous with. So yeah, I am 100% down for him to come back for sure. I think his contract ends like the end of the year or something like that. So be putting your eyes on that Royal Rumble because I could see that. I see it happening at the Royal Rumble.
It would John Cena wouldn't be facing him in his last match. Yeah, if that's the case.
Oh yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, you're right about that. Damn. I keep forgetting his contract expires at the end of the year. So, well, fuck. Well, that kind of killed that. All right. Well, we got two more topics, and they're both predictions. So let's hop to our first prediction, and that is for WWE Heatwave. It still says NXT, but I think they're putting the WWE name in front of NXT now. For one, I was a fan more of the NXT Takeover name. They need to bring that back. All right, so let's start with this first match. We'll go with the NXT Tag Team Champions. It is Hank and Tank, and they're taking on two members of Dark State. I don't think they named who the members are because it just says two members of Dark State. I don't really watch NXT too much, so I don't know too much about the faction of Dark State. I just know they're almost like the Shield. They terrorize people and whatnot. They come out the crowd like the Shield and whatnot. So we'll start with Blaine, then Jordan, and myself. Blaine, who is walking out with the tag titles?
I just think the numbers game is gonna be too much for Hank and Tank. I think Dark State gonna come out and win. Like you said, they're just a modern day Shield with one more member. So I think they're gonna come out and win.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
All
going Dark State. The one.
Yeah, I mean, I got to agree with both of y'all. The numbers game is going to be too much, I think, for Hank and Tank. I keep saying Hank and Tank remind me of like the kind of like a modern day Public Enemy from ECW.
No, they remind me of a modern day Otis and
oh yeah,
got the other guy there.
Yeah, I can see that too. But yeah, I mean, you got 2 members versus 1, 2, 3, and 4 members of Dark State. Yeah, I think the numbers game's too much. And I mean, if you want people to start taking this faction seriously, you got to put gold on them. And I think Dark State wins this. Then we got a mixed tag team match between Chelsea Green and Ethan Page taking on Tyra May Steele and Tavian Heights. Who you got, Blaine?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to the next one. Say that again. My bad. I had you.
Oh man, it's all good. Oh no, it's all good. No, they got a mixed tag match. Chelsea Green, Ethan Page. They have the Secret Harvest with them versus let's see, Tyra May Steele from Evolve and Tavian Heights.
Man, I think Chelsea Green. She's just getting that push. I think whatever she do, it's just gold right now. So I think her and Ethan Page will win.
Yeah, I'm going Chelsea Green and Ethan Page too.
Yep, clean sweep. I got Chelsea and Ethan. I don't really watch Evolve, so I don't know too much. And also I'm not the biggest viewer of NXT also, so that doesn't help me at all. She's the only one I don't know out of them. I do know who Tavian Heights is, and he was a part, and he's a former member of the No Quarter Catch crew with Charlie Dempsey and them. Yeah. So that's why I know him from. But yeah, I do have Chelsea and Ethan taking this one. Then we got a match between Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, and Lola Vice. It is a #1 contender match for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah, if you know me, I got the biggest crush on Jada Parker. Nice. So I never bet against her. I'm going with Jada.
There we
it's
go.
Her time anyway, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going Jada Parker too.
Yep, same with me, man. I gotta go Miss Parker on this one. She's got to win this. She's got to win this. I mean,
she's been losing too much.
Yeah, and to get a #1 contender shot for the women's title, to go against whoever she does end up going against, I mean, because JC Jane has it right now, but she's not even defending it. She's defending the Knockouts title. So, I mean, I would love to see Jada and JC Jane go at it and to win it and to finally have some gold around her. I mean, she deserves it. I mean, she's been putting into work on NXT.
Yep.
All right, then we have Jordan Grace versus Blake Monroe. This rivalry has been carrying on for a while. I don't know if this is the end for this rivalry. It doesn't seem like it. But who you got, Blaine?
This rivalry, I go back to AEW. This rivalry almost reminds me of the Tony Storm rivalry a little bit. But I think Jada Parker going to get it. She's been on the tail end of it for a while, so I think she's going to win.
Okay.
I'm going Blake Monroe.
See, this was tough for me because, I mean, you got Jordan Grace who has failed to win the women's championship a couple times, but now she's feuding with Blake Monroe, who, of course, people more than likely AEW people are criticizing the character. She's not going to have a spitting image of her character in AEW. I mean, I'm sorry to tell people that. They don't like that she came in there. She kind of had that replica of that that Sabrina Carpenter thing. They don't like that, and I'm sorry, but before you don't write the stories, you don't create the character, and I think the character has been great for Blake Monroe. I do have her winning over Jordan Grace. I do think that Blake Monroe needs it more over Jordan Grace. But this one is honestly the one that is more 50-50 for me. But I do think Blake wins this. But I also don't know. So I'm not fully confident in this one. All right, then we got a triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. We have the champion JC Jane taking on Masha Slamovich and Ash by Elegance, who is the former Dana Brooke in WWE. Yeah, for people who don't know.
I think I'm going with JC Jane to retain. Like we talked about earlier, I think she's going to drop the NXT title to Jada Parker, hopefully.
Yeah. All right, Jordan.
I'm going JC Jane.
I'm going Masha Slamovich. I think you have to give a title back to TNA. And I thought it was a mistake putting the title on JC from the jump to TNA title. I mean, because you're taking their titles from them. So, I mean, if you want to give some respect back to the company that you're partnering with, you didn't buy them out, which I think one day they will. But you're only partnering with these people. You've got to give one of their titles back. So Masha Slamovich, I think she wins it back. I'm not 100% counting out Ash by Elegance. I know people may laugh at this, but I'm not 100% counting her out of this match either, because she does have someone with her as well. So that the numbers game, just like how we talked about with Dark State, could come into effect with this one. But JC Jane has her crew with her as well. They didn't list her on the match card. They didn't list the Fatal Influence on here, but I'm pretty sure they'll be there.
Yeah,
and Masha don't have anybody. So, yeah. So, but I do think Masha wins it back. And giving TNA one of their titles back. And then our main event, we have Obafemi defending the NXT Championship against Javon Evans.
He's been a bridesmaid too long, but I think Javon Evans takes it. And then I think we see Obafemi making his main roster debut within the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to Javon Evans.
See, I thought Obafemi was going to be treated at NXT kind of like how Asuka was treated. She never lost. She had to relinquish her title just to come to the main roster, and she left NXT undefeated. I wish that was kind of the certain way they would do with Oba with the NXT title. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think if NXT, you got to start thinking about the next person up. And Javon Evans has proved time after time that he has deserved that spot. And Obafemi has pretty much proved everything he can on NXT. I mean, there's pretty much no one else for him to wrestle if he takes down Javon Evans. So I think, yeah, you put the title on Javon Evans and you let Obafemi come to the main roster. And you start letting him shine over there. I mean, you haven't had an NXT call up in a little while. So I think Obafemi is your next guy. And he goes there and he just causes havoc on that main roster. And actually treat him good. Treat him good on the main roster. Don't treat him like you're treating Carmelo Hayes right now. Because that's someone who deserves so much more on the main roster. He was the first draft pick. And look what you're doing with him. You got him tagging with the Miz.
I never bought into the hype with him, to be honest with you.
I mean, even if you don't see the hype, which I mean, for one, there's other people who don't see it either. I think if you're going to draft him number one, you got to have him at least some type of confidence in him to do something on the main roster. Not tagging with the Miz. I mean, at first I thought it was just going to be like a little gag thing. No, they're still doing it. They're still tagging. All right, now. I don't know. It's something I'm not a fan of. I think he deserves a little bit more on the main roster. Go singles and I don't know, go for one of those mid-card titles or something. At least hold something. I mean, he's a former NXT champion, and you're having him do absolute fucking zero on the main roster as well. I don't know.
And
It's
then
something I'm
call
not a
up
big
Trick
fan of.
Williams. And then call up Trick Williams and put them two back together. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
funny when they was together.
Oh, they were great when they were together. And I kind of figured they were going to turn one of them at some point so they can have that match for the title. And I'm not surprised that they had that go down. But yeah, I would love to see them back together. And yeah, I think they could do well. And I would like to see him tag with Trick Williams over The Miz of all people. Yeah. So before we move on to our last one, what is the hype level out of 10 for Heatwave? Like I said, I haven't watched much NXT. I don't know the stories too much with it. So I'm going to this one kind of blind. Blaine, what's your hype level for this one?
I'm kind of the same as you. I haven't really. I've been busy during the week, so I haven't really watched it. But
Mhm.
I'll say 6.5.
Okay.
Right.
I'll say 7.
All right. Dom's going to 6 on that, and I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say a flat 6 on this one. If I watched NXT more, if I followed the stories on this one, maybe it'd be a little bit better. But I haven't, and I don't want to give a false, answer on this one. Say, oh yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. I cannot wait for this show, and the show stinks. And I'm like, okay, well that's on me because I gave people false hope that this is gonna be a really good show, and it wasn't, and it completely fell on me. But I think it's gonna be a good show. Airing at 6 p.m. Central Time on Peacock. I am looking forward to this one. And we'll move on to our last show, and that is, of course, AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door. It's taking place in London at the O2, airing live at 12 p.m. Central on Sunday. So let's get to this card. I know that Tony Khan is going to go nuts for 0 hour, put like 4 matches on it. I'm fucking shocked he's not getting Big Boom AJ and Big Justice and the Rizzler over to the O2 to have them on 0 hour. Honestly, that would have got me to watch 0 hour if the fucking Rizzler was there. But no, right now there is no 0 hour matches that are added. So we're going to go with the main card. We're going to start off with a tag team match between Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Is he Adam Copeland again? They're advertising him as Adam Copeland. Is he not Cope anymore? I don't know.
Guess not. I don't think.
Okay, because I'm going off of Wikipedia here, and I know people can change things on Wikipedia, but I've been checking this card all week, and it is still said Adam Copeland. So I guess they're going back to the Adam Copeland name, or what? I mean, I'm not sure. Whatever. We're gonna have Adam Copeland, Christian Cage. We have Edge and Christian back together, and they're taking on the underwhelming team of Kip Sabian and Kill Switch, who was formerly Luchasaurus, who did return at Dynamite. We're not getting Nick Wayne. I think Nick Wayne is injured. So a match I was looking forward to seeing Christian get his shot at Nick Wayne is now kind of underwhelming now that he's not in it. We'll start with our biggest AEW lover, and we'll go with Blaine first on this one. All right, Blaine, who are you going with, man?
Man, I'm just a fan of Edge and Christian. I'm rolling with them. I'm not saying Adam or Cope or whatever. Edge and Christian wins it.
There you go. All right, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm going Edge and Kristen.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to put this team back together just to lose. So Edge Christian, one of the greatest tag teams. Yeah, I am definitely going with this one. Then we have a singles match for the AEW Unified Championship. We have Kazuchika Okada taking on Swerve Strickland. It's the unified title. Okada.
No, say his name. I don't know his name.
Oh, it's a Kazuchika Okada. You can just say Okada if you're going with him, because a lot of people don't say his first name.
I'm going with Swerve. That name just, I don't know, I butchered. That's why I actually say it again.
All right, Jordan, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Swerve.
Yeah, I'm going Swerve as well. I don't know what this means for that title. I know that the Continental Championship is still into effect. They're still going to have the Continental Classic. So I still, to this day, don't know the reason why they made this title to unify them with the international title. But I don't know. But I'm going Swerve also to win this from Okada. Okada's been the champion for quite a while. Even unified him. It's too long. He's been having it. So it's time for a new champion, and Swerve Strickland wins it. All right. Then we have a 3-way tag team elimination match for the AEW World Tag Team Champions. We have the Hurt Syndicate of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin taking on Brody King and Bandito and FTR.
I still think Hurt Syndicate got some heat backstage. So I think they're going to drop the belts this pay-per-view or whatever. I think FTR going to take it.
All right.
I'm gonna go FTR too.
Yeah, I think the reason why they made this a 3-way match, it was supposed to be just a simple tag match because the finals of this tournament was Brody King and Bandito, and FTR. If I'm correct about this, I have it was a 30-minute time draw to FTR and Brody King and Bandito. I think the main reason why they put this match the way it is so that the Hurt Syndicate don't have to take the pinfall in this one. So FTR does win. I think the Hurt Syndicate does drop titles. And I mean, crazy enough, I could see this being a way that they're gone from the company with the heat they have backstage. MVP is not helping their case no matter what with their heat backstage. And we talked about it last week with the Hurt Syndicate. I mean, I could really see him gone from the company at some point. And even signing that Legends deal with WWE, just going straight back over there to go work and go work with them again. I mean, there was no heat with them back.
Go back to WWE. I think they might find themselves at New Japan or MLW or something like that.
I could see MLW for them, yeah.
They burned their bridges everywhere they go for some, apparently.
I mean, I could definitely see it somewhere like MLW for sure. But I got FTR winning this one. Then we have, let's see. All right, let's just get this one out the way. I saw her name and it just ruined my day.
I already know what you're talking about.
We have a 4-way match for the AEW TBS champion. We have, of course, the champion who won another title for some odd reason. I think today or last night or whatever. Mercedes Moné taking on Alex Windsor, Persephone, and Bozilla. It is like a Stardom, like New Japan, and we have 2 members of AEW because Alex Windsor, who is with Will Ospreay, are both on the AEW roster with Mercedes. So, like I said, let's get the one out the way. Who's winning this one? Because it ruins my day talking about her.
Sasha Banks all day.
Yeah, I'm going to Mercedes Moné.
I'm going Mercedes as well. It hurts me to say it, but I'm going with Mercedes. There's no reason to put it on a New Japan or a Stardom talent. And I think they said Alex Windsor has been losing quite a bit. So what's the purpose of putting the title on her if she's not on some sort of winning streak? And yeah, Mercedes just for some odd reason decides to win another title. So she has like 9 of them now. If you're still counting that Owen Hart title that has absolutely zero meaning behind it now because it just guarantees you a match, like a title match, and she lost that match. So I don't know why she still has it, but yeah, I think she wins. She's going against, I mean, not really the top talent in AEW. And when she did, she lost. So, I mean, that's that. All right, then we have a singles match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It is Zack Sabre Jr. taking on Nigel McGuinness.
I really don't have any interest in this match right here, but this is doing a shot in the air. I think I will with Zack Sabre Jr.
All right, Jordan.
I'm going to Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why you put a New Japan title, especially their World Heavyweight title, on Nigel McGuinness, unless you have Nigel go work all these dates in New Japan. So I think you do keep it on Zack Sabre Jr., who is, in my opinion, one of the best technical wrestlers I've seen in quite some time. So I don't think you pull it off of him at any time. at all.
So he's not a full-time commentator no more, McGinnis?
I mean, he wrestles from time to time. I forgot when his first match back was, but yeah, he did. But he does wrestle at times, yeah. But he also commentates also.
Yeah, he's not winning that.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's see. Let's see where I'm gonna go next. I did this. All right, I'll go with the TNT title. We have Kyle Fletcher versus. Okay, let's see if I can get to one. Versus Hiromu Takahashi. What the fuck? All right, so Fletcher and Takahashi.
Another one I'm not really interested in.
I must say, have fun with that one.
and I'm just gonna go with Fletcher because it's easier to say.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, I mean, he just won it not long ago. You signed him to a big money deal, and honestly, you view him as one of the bigger stars in AEW. You don't take it off of him. You hold it, you have him hold it for a while. So yeah, Kyle Fletcher wins this. I think it'll be a decent match. But yeah, Fletcher wins. All right, then we'll go to. All right, this is a lot of people in this match. It's a lights out steel cage match. We have the Golden Lovers, which is Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, with Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay taking on the Death Riders of Claudio Castagnoli, John Moxley, then the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd. So have fun with that one, Blaine.
Will Ospreay and his friends.
All right, that's the easier way to put it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm not a real AEW fan, so you know.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That's all good. All right, Jordan, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going Will Ospreay and them.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Will Ospreay and them as well. I think, yeah, I mean, for one, you took them down at All In. So that kind of worries me for this match because the Death Riders were taken down, the Bucks were taken down. They're having this gimmick that they're not being respected, by AEW. Even the social media team not really helping their case too much since they're not EVPs no more. But I think, I mean, just if you look at the names versus who it is, I think that the face team has better names on it. But I mean, you're bringing out Tanahashi, who pretty much has no knees left. He's 48 years old. And, you're putting him in a lights out steel cage match, which I don't know what that necessarily means. A lights out steel cage match. I clicked on it and it's pretty much an unsanctioned match. It is a variant of a hardcore match. It's a lights out match is an intensified variant of an unsanctioned match, most notably in All Elite Wrestling, obviously. In these cases, the match is placed at the end of the card. Okay, so it's probably gonna be the main event. Fuck, wait a minute. I would predict this as kind of a mid-card match. The preceding match is treated as the main event. Before the match, the house lights of the venue will momentarily flash to signify the official end of the show. See, they've kind of done this with unsanctioned match before. I remember when John Moxley and Joey Janela, when AEW first kind of got started, they had an unsanctioned match, and that went at the end of the show. And they kind of it's almost like the commentators were leaving, and they were signifying this is the end of the show. So this will not take place under AEW rules. So I think that's kind of what they're doing for this match. So it will close the show out. We're predicting it as I thought was a mid-card match before I realized that, yeah, this is unsanctioned. This is going to be the last match of the night, even though I don't think it should be because of what I thought was going to be the last match. But yeah, I think just the star power you have with Omega, Bushi, Darby, Ospreay, even Tanahashi in there. Yeah, I think you do have them win this match. I think it would be a pretty bad mistake if you don't have them win. Whew, I gotta catch my breath after that one. All right, then we have a singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. This is the result of the Casino Gauntlet won by Athena. We have Timeless Toni Storm defending against Athena.
I think Storm gonna retain.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to Toni Storm.
I'm going to Athena. I think if you're going to put her on the main roster more and not just work these Ring of Honor dates, she has to do something. I mean, she's been holding the Ring of Honor world champ, the women's world champion for quite some time now. I think she's at 985 days as the Ring of Honor women's champion. I think that's a correct number. I think it's not telling me the days on here, but on her Wikipedia page it says 985 days. I don't know if someone goes into her Wikipedia like it's like every day and just updates the number, but it does say 985, and it's wild. But I would like to see her have 2 belts, have that women's championship. I wouldn't be shocked if they kept it on Toni Storm, but I would also love if Athena won it. So I think if you trust her enough to win that Casino Gauntlet, you got to trust her enough to win the title.
Yeah.
Because we have both of the Casino Gauntlets of winners happening at Forbidden Door. So I think she's the one that has to win it, which kind of spoils my pick a little bit for the main event. But yeah, I got Athena. And then we have what I thought was the main event before I read the rules of the cage match. It is a singles match for the AEW World Championship. We have Hangman Adam Page defending against MJF. If Hangman is counted out or disqualified, he will lose the title as well. So, Blaine, who are you rolling with in this last match?
Man, I'm a big MJF fan. I wish he'd get out of that bullshit company and go to a real company. But I think he's gonna take it. I think he's gonna find something to cheat and win.
Okay.
I'm going Hangman.
Yeah, and since I said Athena was going to be the only one who successfully wins her match after winning the Casino Gauntlets, that obviously spoiled my pick, and I'm going with Hangman and Page as well. I think if you have him win that match at All In to complete his story, taking down the Death Riders and whatnot, I don't think you have him drop it this soon. I do think MJF does win it back at some point, but I don't think it's yet. I do think maybe later on in the year, maybe winning it. I don't think you bring in other guys to potentially go for that title. I know people are throwing around Darby's name. I think Darby gave up that chance whenever he went climb Mount Everest. I think he took himself out of that picture when he decided to go do that. So I don't think he should be rewarded right away with a world title shot. So MJF, if he does lose, which I think he will on Sunday, I think somewhere down the line later this year, give or take maybe 2 months or their next show, I think you have him win it there. I think Hangman, is still fresh as the champion, winning that title in Texas. I don't see him losing it, unfortunately. But I would love to see MJF win it back. And like how Blaine said, leave that bullshit company and go somewhere real. Because the big bidding war of 2024, I don't think it was too much of a bidding war. I think he re-signed way before that time even happened.
He pulled a CM Punk almost.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's all it was. But I would love to see him get a shot over there one day. And I honestly think one day he will go over there. Because I think all these people who are working in AEW who have never had their chance to even spend time in WWE, I think their dream is to go over there one day. That's how Blake Monroe did already. She did her time there. She won the world title there. And now she's working at her dream company. And I know MJF, his dream is to work over there one day. He has said it multiple times.
Yep.
I think sooner or later we're going to get him over there as well. It's just a whole matter of when. I don't know his contract details and whatnot.
I just hope it's not too late like Sting.
Yeah, I know. But I do think at some point he does go over there. So much like NXT, I'll ask for AEW, and of course, I'll start with Blaine on the AEW front. Blaine, what is the hype level out of 10 for Forbidden Door, if you're even going to watch it?
I won't, but
I know you won't.
just listening to the predicting the card, I'll go 7.5.
All right, Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go 7.
I go 8 on this one. I think the card's good. I think it's a really good card, and I think obviously it will be the better show of Sunday. It's the same thing for when they had All In go to head with the Great American Bash. I think All In absolutely crushed the Great American Bash, and I think being in London versus Massachusetts is going to be a big factor in that as well. So I think Forbidden Door is gonna, I think Forbidden Door is gonna be easily the better show. But
on SmackDown, I said I was sure they was gonna start with Becky.
oh, they didn't start with her.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did. Oh, they did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ireland. So they started with Becky.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, that will do it for this live stream edition of the World Elite Podcast. I don't want to drag too much into SmackDown. I know that certain people who watch want to go watch SmackDown as well, and I know certain people who were actually tuning in comments are on the watch along on Circle of Debate for the watch along as well. So once you leave here, y'all can go tune into there, go show some love to COD as well. But that will do it for this live stream edition of the podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, throw a like and a subscribe to the channel if you're not doing so already. Social media, Jordan, where can you find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at Jordan_J2000.
All right, Blaine. Let's see if you can remember your Twitter username this
time. I switch views. You can find me at B_Arsenal_ on Twitter.
All right, and you can find me on Twitter at DylanNeighbor_. You can find a podcast at World Elite Pod, Instagram at World Elite Pod. Blaine, are you on Instagram? Because I tag you sometimes, and
I am. That's me. You tag. I just
okay. I want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm tagging the right person.
No, you tagging me. I seen it, but I'm hard on Instagram.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure I was tagging the right person. I saw the name. I'm like, I said, is that him? I said, I don't know if it's him. I said, fuck it. I'm still tagging him. I said,
yeah, that's me.
I mean, yeah. All right, yeah, we're on Instagram, also World Elite Pod, Facebook, World Elite Podcast. Search it, we're there. I'm probably less active on Facebook than I am on any other social media platform. I keep forgetting to post on there and whatnot. We do have merchandise. I do apologize to anyone that has tried to find our merchandise and maybe it's sent you to a page that does not exist. I accidentally forgot to make our product go live on the channel or on the website. So it wasn't actually available to the public. It was only available to me because I was the one who made it. But then I click on the product and it says this product is not live. I'm like, oh my God. I said I have been putting this into our description on our video for weeks. And if anyone clicked it, they can't find it. I said I feel like an idiot. But it is there now. The product is there now. There's only one product right now, but you can get a various amount of items with that logo on there. You can get t-shirts. I don't know everything. I know you can even get like shower curtains. You can get like you can get all kind of stuff. Go look at that. Go look at that link that's in our description. I don't agree with the prices on it, but unfortunately I can't make the prices. But yeah, I mean the t-shirt is really the only like reasonably priced thing on that website. I might have to look into other vendors at some point for like merchandise and whatnot, but yeah, go check it out. Throw some support to the podcast and whatnot. We do have audio as well. It is available on all of the audio platforms. It will be available either tonight, tomorrow, whenever I do decide to get it up. And we do have sponsorships and affiliates to this channel. It all is in the description of the video, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. All the discount codes, the links you got to click on, everything is there. So go check it out as well. But that will do it for this Friday evening edition of the World Elite Podcast. We'll be back on our normal night of Monday at 6 p.m. Central for our Clash in Paris predictions. We will have Justin and potentially Dom from Circle of Debate to predict Clash in Paris. Monday Night Raw is going to be early for the next 2 weeks. I know they're going to be overseas, so I know one's at like 2 o'clock, one's at 1 o'clock. So, let me check real quick. I know one's at 2 and one's at 1. I think I got the schedule correct for Raw for the next couple weeks. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Next week is in Birmingham, England at 2 o'clock. And then they're going to be the next is at 1 o'clock Central on Netflix.
She's getting booed in her home country.
Oh, shit. But yeah, we will have potentially Dom and we'll have Justin as well to predict Clash in Paris. So check that out on Monday, 6 p.m. Central, our normal time. It'll be after Monday Night Raw. So if anything happens, of course, we'll talk about it and also predict the big show coming up next weekend. But I hope everyone enjoyed the show. Hope everyone enjoys Friday Night SmackDown that's currently airing right now. I'll let people start getting to it. And enjoy the shows this weekend of NXT Heatwave and Forbidden Door. Guys, I got anything else before we get out of here?
See you on Monday.
Absolutely. Yes, we will see you on Monday. And looking forward to the show Monday, having our guest on and whatnot. But that will do it. We'll see you on Monday, and y'all have a great evening.